Good morning. Today, I am smoking a home blended tobacco that me and my brother made out of a homemade pipe that my friend Nate made, and I am drinking home roasted coffee that I roasted myself. And it got me thinking that often, while homemade things are not as good as a lot of like this tobacco that I'm smoking is not as good as some of the blends that I would buy on smokingpipes.com, and this pipe is not as good as my Savinelli, and this coffee is not as good as coffee that I would get at a local roaster. However, they are satisfying for different reasons. They're satisfying because I was involved in the process of making them. They're satisfying because there's a sense of accomplishment that comes with smoking this tobacco out of this pipe while drinking this coffee. And I think that's true for most homemade items. Like, it's hard to make, for example, a loaf of homemade bread that is quite as good as a loaf from your local baker. And like this coffee, it's very hard to roast a quality coffee that is as good as the quality coffee from a local coffee shop. But it's still worth doing because of that sense of personal satisfaction that we all innately crave, I think. Humans crave a sense of personal satisfaction. We take pride in the things that we do. And that's something I've been thinking about lately, because I've been getting more into the do-it-yourself idea. Why would I pay somebody else to do something that I am perfectly capable of doing? I think it's because of two reasons. One is because people are just lazy to a point. They would rather pay somebody than go through the hassle of doing it themselves. That's one. And two, they're not confident in their own abilities to do it. So they would rather pay a professional to do the same task because they think it will be done better. And that is true to a point. I am not going to try to do electrical work on my car by myself because I don't know anything about electrical work and I don't want to jack up my car. But I'm not going to pay somebody to do basic maintenance on my car because I'm perfectly capable of doing it, and it's very satisfying to be able to do that. And the only way you get to be good enough to do those basic functions, the only way you're able to roast a decent cup of coffee or blend a decent tobacco blend or carve a decent pipe, is by just doing it over and over again. You have to fail a few times and do it really poorly before you're able to do it well. That's just a fact of life. my first batch of home roasted coffee was disgusting. It was like I could have just bought some Folgers and this would have been better. But I didn't let that deter me from continuing to try to perfect it, because it's a skill that I really would like to have. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. And once you're good, that sense of personal satisfaction is unmatched. It's not as satisfying to give somebody a cup of really quality coffee shop coffee as it is to give somebody a pretty good cup of home roasted coffee. So that's something I've been recommending people who struggle with self-worth. Something I've been recommending them do. Do something for yourself with your hands that is something that you value. It is worth the initial couple failures, and the learning curve is steep. But when you are able to do it well, you will get satisfaction and you will gain confidence in yourself. You are able to achieve things that you set your mind to. As long as you're willing to fail a few times in order to learn how. And that's fine. That's good. That initial failure is good because it teaches you how to succeed. That's really all I got today. I don't have much. Just been thinking about that. And figured since I'm consuming all homemade items at the moment, I'd talk about it. This tobacco, we mix 25% Latakia, Burley, Tariq, and Virginia. We just took all the blending tobaccos we had and we're like 25% mix of each. It's not bad, actually. It's pretty good. The flavors didn't blend together quite the way we were expecting them to. It predominantly tastes like Latakia, and the Virginia and Burley play in and out, but the Tariq really is not that noticeable, and that's okay. You know, I love Tariq. I was really hoping that this would taste more like Tariq, but it doesn't. And live and learn. I think it's because Latakia is just such a distinct flavor that it kind of just overwhelmed everything else. So if we do it again, we'll probably use less Latakia in comparison to the other tobaccos. But like I said, that's learning, that's fun, that's exciting. So get out there and learn how to do something with your hands. Learn how to create something for yourself. Artists do it when they paint or when they sketch. Mechanics do it when they fix their cars. Cooks do it when they prepare a meal. And it is satisfying learning a skill that you did not previously have just for the sake of learning it. It's very satisfying. That's all I got. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I will see you later. Have a good day.